A Bakersfield man battles graffiti, and he keeps calling officials about it, but it's back almost immediately. So he calls the Eyewitness News tip line. Reporter Carol Ferguson starts asking questions.
Well, this neighbor paints over graffiti where he can, but at the park it is relentless vandalism. What more can he do?
I come here putting it every day.
Louis LaValle's frustrated at what he sees in Greenfield Park.
Graffiti on this building sometimes it's just awful.
LaValle recently took these photos. We looked again. Things are better.
They recently painted over it, but you give it 2 or 3 days and it'll be just full of graffiti.
Graffiti in the restroom has been painted over by county park crews, but there's still some at the picnic shelter, even on trees.
But it's costing the taxpayers millions of dollars every year.
Well, I don't know if it's costing millions, but yeah, it certainly is a drain on our department's budget.
I went to County Park Superintendent Jim Broderick. He checked crews worked at Greenfield Park just last week. On this day, we saw crews trimming trees, but the county park's budget is hurting, hitting their anti-graffiti efforts.
Graffiti, I think we used to handle, in most cases, probably in a day, 2 days, once it was reported. Now it's just on a weekly schedule. We try to get to each site each week.
And trash pickup used to be 5 times a week in central area parks. Now it's 3 times a week.
They just fixed that a while back, and now they've tore some more holes in the wall, in the ceiling, in the roof.
I'll have our guys take a look at our maintenance folks, take a look at it tomorrow.
We told Broderick about the ceiling. Now LaValle volunteers himself to paint over graffiti on this wall. But over at the park,
I don't know where the end is. I don't know what we can do to prevent this.
We asked his question and got a surprising answer.
The best way to prevent it is to get good people and their families back in the parks. That certainly helps.
So that's one suggestion. They will also take photos of graffiti and work with law enforcement, hoping to identify the vandals. One more thing you can do, volunteers can actually adopt a county park. Call 868-7000 to find out more. Back to you.
Thanks, Carol. Remember, if you have a story like this one you want us to investigate, you can call the Eyewitness News tip line, 869-2929. That number once again is 869-2929.